Hi, good evening to everybody. Today we can discuss Java 8 features, right? Java 8 features we can discuss today. Yesterday we discussed that we had discussed with brief introduction with Java 8 features, right? But in the practical, I will show that how we can implement in our application. I will show here. Okay, let's get started. Here, Java 8 feature they have it is so many interfaces, right? So many interfaces there, right? Instead of before Java 1.8, they has a interface with tightly coupled, right? But after Java 1.8, we have a we can it is loosely coupled with other interfaces as well. Okay, and here, this is the before Java 1.8. I created one vehicle class. Okay, in the vehicle class, one created one abstract method that will start vehicle. Okay, and here class car implements vehicle. Okay, class car implements vehicle. Here, whatever it is, I implemented the start vehicle inside the car class. And again, another one is the implemented bus class as well. And again, here something, these methods I implemented in the bus class as well. And again, one created the bike class as well. Okay. Like that, I created this development is completed. Okay. The development is completed. If you need to add a new feature or new method inside that or new class you need to implement, it will get that compile time error, compile time exception. So that's called a tightly coupled with other, right? But after Java 1.8, it is in the Java 1.8 that has to be default and static method. By using the default and static method, you need to overcome the above issue. Okay, you need to overcome the above issue. That is the if you need to add the new feature, you can add by using the default method, and you need to add the new whatever it is you need to add inside that. Okay, and what is the abstract methods? I explain this one, right? Abstract method in the interface. That abstract method I implemented. I explained in the it is the interfaces, right? I explained the abstract method is nothing but it is the unimplemented method, or that method does not contain any body. That is called abstract methods. Okay, a class can implement a interface using the implement keywords. Okay, a class can implement a interface by using the implements keyword. And when the class is implementing the interface is mandatory, right? That class should be implemented all abstract methods of that interface, otherwise class can't be compiled. Whatever I implemented, whatever I we have that abstract methods, this abstract method implement all other classes as well. Otherwise, we'll get the compile time exception. Here, here I'm taking that one, right? The abstract public abstract void start vehicle and class car implement vehicle and so many so things. Okay. If we added the new method interface, then car, bike, bus will be failed at the compile time. This whatever it is, vehicle, car, bus, and bike. These classes will fail the compile time exception. Okay, it will get the compile time exception. To overcome above problem, these problems. Okay, to overcome this problem, we will use default and static methods. Okay, default and static method. This is the default static method they have introduced in the Java 1.8 feature. Okay, and interface can be have concrete methods from Java 1.8. Okay, from Java 1.8, the interface can access the concrete method as well. The interface concrete method should be default or static method. Okay, the interface default methods we can override the implement classes. Okay, the interface static methods we can't override the implement classes. Okay, we can we can write a multiple default and static methods in interfaces. There is no limit for using that default and static method. The default and static method introduced in the provide by it is the backward compatibility as well. Okay, backward compatibility. And yeah, and If after Java 1.8 they have provided one vehicle class, okay, vehicle class and car class. Again they has you need to add this is the start abstract class and this is the concrete methods, right? This is the concrete method, these two, and one is the default and void M1 and public default void M2. Okay, these are the M1 and M2 is the default method. And starting methods, it can the public static void clean. Okay, here the starting method whatever it is, it can be override by default method, but static method we cannot be override. Okay, and here created one object and it will creating the c dot start and vehicle dot clean, like that. How we can call this static method? The starting method we can call with the class name, right? So that's why here vehicle dot clean. Clean is the clean method and vehicle is the main is the interface name. Okay, like that we can create. That we can achieve the lambda. Sorry, we can achieve the this tightly coupled with loosely coupled interfaces. And before Java 1.8, there is no concrete method implementation in interface, but after Java 1.8, they have introduced the concrete method implementation as well to overcome the this tightly coupled to with loosely coupled. Okay, and let another thing. Another thing I know is the lambda expression. Lambda expression is one of the new feature they have created. Okay, lambda expression, one of the new feature. What is lambda expression? That lambda expression basically it is introduced in the Java 1.8. Okay, Java is called a object-oriented programming language. Right, everything will be represented using classes and object in the Java. And from Java 1.8 onwards, Java is also called a functional programming language. Okay, Java 1.8 onwards, Java is also called functional programming language. In the OOPS language, classes, object are main entity. In the OOPS language, for classes and object is main entity. And like like we need to write the methods inside the class only. Okay, in the OOPS language we need to write methods inside the class only. And the functional programming means everything will be represented in the form of functions. Okay, functions can exist outside of the class as well. Functions exist outside of the class as well. And it is a functions can be stored into the reference variable. Okay, reference variable. A function can be passed as a parameter to other methods. Okay, the lambda expression is introduced in a Java to enable the programming. It is functional programming. Okay, it is enable the functional programming by using the lambda expression. What is lambda expression? Lambda expression is the anonymous function. Okay, means there is no name, no modifier, no return type. That is called lambda expression. Okay. For example, the example one I created. Okay, lot of time is wasting. That's why I prepared one document. So that's the reason I'm explaining with the document. Okay, the public void M1 method. Okay, public void M1 method is SOP of hi. This is the normal implementation. With lambda implementation, you can like is like the two brackets with arrow mark with arrow and SOP of hi. This is also is the optional note. I created the note as when we have the single line of body, then curly braces are also it is a optional. This curly braces. Okay, this is curly braces. That also we can create like this. Okay, this is open bracket, close bracket with SOP of hi. This is a simple single line of code is there. Okay, that is the example of the lambda expression. And another lambda expression is public void add and int a, int b, and SOP of a plus b. This is the three lines of code is there. Instead of using like this, you can create simply int a comma int b arrow mark SOP of a plus b. This is the optional, right? I said that is the reason I created again int a comma int b lambda expression SOP of a plus b. Okay. and or just no need to mention if it is the same type of its data is there, it is allow the same type of data because multi data is can't be allow. Okay, it will get that exception runtime. It is compile time exception. It will get that's the reason. Same type of its data is there, right? That is the reason. In type we removed. So open bracket a comma b closed bracket lambda expression SOP of a plus b. That's it. That is a simple single line of code. Is that right? The yeah, again the example 3. A public int get length and string name and return name dot length. Return name dot length. This is the normal implementation. With lambda expression, you can implement like this. Okay, string name lambda open bracket return name dot length. This is the single line of code is right. That is the reason this is the optional. Again, I created here string name implementation of it is lambda expression of return dot length. Okay, like this. Or this is the we don't need to mention the data type as well. So name and lambda expression return dot name dot length. That's it. That's it. That is the also this is the this is one is the optional. That's the reason name lambda expression name dot length. Simply see here how much code is reduced from this code to this code I reduced and this code to this code is reduced. This code to this code is reduced. How simply we implemented? How much time is how much time is wasted from here to here? This is the simplicity, right? We created the simple way. This is the name lambda expression name dot length. That's it. That's it. That's enough. Okay. Again, we have that is public what public double get salary and employee and return employee dot get salary, right? This is the normal way we implemented with lambda expression. Just employee lambda expression employee dot get salary, right? The simple way we implemented. And yeah, that's all about it. But now we discussed as of now, and it is the interface changes and lambda expression we have discussed, right? Now we can discuss. Now we can discuss what lambda. We can discuss the functional interfaces. Okay, functional interfaces. What is functional interface? First of all, functional interface is nothing but it is a special type of interface. That interface has a single abstract methods or SAM interface that is called SAM interface that is called functional interfaces. Okay, that is called functional interfaces. That functional interface has there's a how we can identify the interface has only one abstract methods or not. That also they have introduced one at the rate functional interface annotation. By using the at the rate functional interface annotation, you will you will you will get that if you use the interface level at the rate functional interface annotation, you will get that more than one abstract method is there, you will get that compile time exception. Okay, and predefined before Java 1.8, they have a predefined functional interfaces. Runnable has a run method, callable has a call method, and comparable has a compare to method. Okay, these are the predefined before Java 1.8 feature. But this is the thread related purpose we can use that, right? Runnable and callable and these things comparable. These things we can use the thread related thing. So normal there is no they don't have anything, but in the after that they have re-implemented the functional interfaces as well. It is the these things we implemented the functional interface predicate by predicate, consumer by consumer, supplier and function by function. These are the again re-implemented. Okay, again re-implemented. Again re-implemented. These are the functional interfaces as well. Okay, these are the functional interfaces again re-implemented. The predicate and BiPredicate. Okay, the predicate and BiPredicate is predicate and BiPredicate. Predicate is the functional interfaces. Okay, That functional interface has a only one abstract methods. Okay, one abstract methods. Uh, yeah, basically, I can explain that the how where it is coming from, which package it will provide functional interfaces. This functional interfaces package is provided from the java.util dot function package. Okay, java.util dot function package it will provide. Okay, and yeah, yeah, it is a predicate and by predicate is there. And predicate and by predicate. That predicate interface having only one abstract method. Okay, this is predicate having only one abstract method, that is test method. Okay, test of t, how I can say here test of test of test of t comma t comma t. This is the syntax of the predicate interface. Okay, predicate interface. Here predicate interface what will give, that predicate interface it will give as an input. It will give as a, how I can say, it will give as a boolean value, true or value, or true or false. Okay, it will give as a true or false by using the predicates. Okay, and I will explain that one in the later. Which one, whichever I discuss here, right? In the after this, I will explain. And consumer and by consumer. And consumer and by consumer, it will take as a let I will explain the predicate example as well, right? Predicate example I will explain here. Predicate demo, I created one class predicate demo and created one main method. Inside the predicate integer p equal to I, lambda expression I is greater than 10. I took that condition here, right? The sysout is p dot test. This is the test method is the, this test method is the abstract method of the predicate interface. Okay, here p dot test of 5. Here p dot test is 5 and sysout p dot test is 15. Here we will get that false because less than is the less than 10, right? That is the reason. Here get true because greater than 10. That is the reason you will get. And again, I created one more predicate demo 2. This predicate demo 2, I created one main method, and inside that string array I took string array names and so like Anushka, Anupama, Deepika, Kajol. So these things I created, right? And here I implemented this. I need to print only a. Okay, whatever it is, first element is here, right? First characters, the first character which is contained the first character. I need to print them. So that's the reason I took one condition here. I took one condition predicate string p is equal to name lambda expression name dot caret of 0. Caret of 0 equal to a means Anushka, Anupama, it will print. So that's the reason I need to iterate the from 0 to n. That is the reason I took one for loop, advanced for loop here. Now for loop, string name, whatever it is, string name, and this is the took from string names. Okay, if p dot test name, this one, okay, p dot test name, and here it will testing whether it is from 0 to n first character is a or not. It will checking here. If it is a, will print here. Okay, if it is not a, didn't print here. That is the logic I wrote by using the predicate demo. Predicate demo. Okay, and supplier as well, right? Supplier as well. Yeah, one more thing, I think predicate chaining is there. I forget that predicate chaining. That predicate chaining means the combine the multiple predicate, we will use the predicate chaining. Okay, like and or methods, I need to combine them. So here, for example, I created one employee class, whatever it is. That employee class, we have the fields like string name and string location and string department, whatever. Like that, I created one employee class, and that also created that in constructor as well. And here, predicate demo joining is there, right? The predicate demo, I created one employee constructor. Employee E1 is equal to new employee. I passes the passes the like Lakshman Hyderabad full stack developer, like that I passes, and I need to joining from employee 1 and employee 2 and employee 3. That's the reason list employees EMPs equal to arrays dot as list and E1, E2, E3 reference of the employees, right? Like that I will print them. And predicate employee, that also is one of the example is there, right? So that's the reason I am explaining. I will explain in the practical in the later class. Okay. So I am now, it is skipping. Okay. I am now skipping. It's a supplier. Supplier is also functional interfaces, right? Supplier is also functional interfaces. Thus, supplier is a predefined functional interfaces introduced in the Java 1.8 feature. Okay. It contains only one abstract method, that is supplier is the get method. Okay. Whatever it is, get method, where it is, I created get method here, right? This is the get method. Okay, this is the get method. S dot get. Okay, s dot get, like that I created. And supplier interface will not be take any input. Okay, will not be take any input and will return only. It will return the value. Okay, it is supplier can't be take any input but provide as output. Okay, but provide as output. But in the predicate, it will take as an input and provide as a output as a boolean value. Okay, here it won't take any input. Okay, it won't take any input. Supplier won't take any input, but it will produce as a output. That's the reason I created one class here. Supplier demo. I created one main method and supplier string s lambda expressions and s OTP equal to here empty OTP I sent here. That's the reason creating for OTP I created one for loop int I equal to 1, int less than r equal to 6 and I plus plus, and OTP equal to OTP plus math dot random into 10. This math dot random is 10 means it is the integer type. That is the reason I am put it in here. Okay, and returning the OTP as well. Okay, and here sysout s dot get and sysout s dot get means here less than 6. Okay, up to 6 OTPs it will generate. Okay, 6 number integers it will create. Okay, by using the, but I am not giving any input, but it will giving the output as a OTP, that is up to 6 number. Okay, that is the main thing by using the supplier. And consumer is there, right? Consumer also consumer is a predefined functional interface as well. Okay, it contains only one abstract method, is the accept method. Okay, here accept method, and I created a consumer will accept input but won't return anything. Okay, accept input won't return anything. And here like in the Java 1.8 for each method is right to got introduced the for each method, that for each method take as a consumer, right? Consumer and method will take as a consumer as a parameter. Consumer as a parameter. That is the reason we will discuss there. Okay. Here consumer public static void main string args I could taken, and consumer object is created here. Consumer string c is equal to name lambda expression sys out of good evening. Okay, sys out of good evening. Here the accept is the what? Accept is the abstract method of the consumer. Okay, consumer interface. That's c dot accept Ashok, C dot accept John, C dot accept Rani. These are these are the we are passing the names here, and list this is the these are the created. This is the traditional way implementation, right? Traditional way they have implemented, but after I re-implemented them, the number dot for each. Okay, for each as tag as a for each take as a consumer, right? That's the reason for each. And I lambda expression is out of I printed Ashok good evening, John good evening, Rani good evening, like that it will print. Okay, it will print here. Yeah, that's it. Again, function interface is there, right? Function interface, functional interface as well. The function is predefined functional interfaces. Okay, from Java 1.8, function interface is having only one object method, apply method. Okay, here I took. Okay, here I took apply method, and here I took apply method. Yeah, one abstract method is the apply method. That's the reason I created one main class. Okay, I created one main class instead of creating, I forget here, class class function demo, like that. Okay, function demo I created. Okay, instead of creating that function demo, I'm adding that main method, and after that function string and int. Okay, integer, string and integer, f name, lambda expression, name dot length, s out of f dot apply. Ashok will get how much the length of that Ashok, and f dot apply how much length of the Hyderabad, and apply f dot apply Sachin how much length of the Sachin, like that it will print. Okay, it will print. Here predicate take as the input. Okay, predicate take as input and return true or false value. Okay, that has a one abstract method, test method, and supplier will not take any input, just it will supply. Okay, just it will supply, but it will return the output. Okay, it will won't take input but return the output, and it has a one get abstract methods. And consumer will take an input, supplier will not take input, consumer will take input, consume that input, and will not return anything. Okay, that also one have accept method. Okay, test method has a predicate, and supplier has a get method, and consumer has a accept method. Okay, and function will take an input and will write as output. Okay, that also has a one apply method, apply abstract method. Okay, that is the overview of the three feature I explain here. Okay, three feature I explain is here. Interface changes, abstract and they have introduced that abstract and default and static method. Okay, and lambda expression, how we can implement. Okay, what is the lambda expression and what is the functional interfaces, what are those things. Okay, predefined before Java 1.8 is there, like functional interface, and after Java 1.8 is functional interfaces. They, what is the use of them? Although I will show the end-to-end that application related thing. Okay, like example and classes are implemented. Tomorrow onwards, I will discuss remaining features. Okay, and yeah, I think almost all done my end today class. Okay, if you enjoy this video, don't forget like and share, subscribe to my channel. Okay, it really helps me grow and bring more awesome content for you. Hit the bell icon so you will never miss an update. Let me know your thought in the comments below. I love bring from you. Thank you for your support. Bye bye.